Hello everyone, welcome to my channel where we make learning English both funny and effective. In this series, I will be sharing with you the exact methods I use to improve my English. Every day, I will take a page for the famous five. Five in the Treasure Island. Read it with you and focusing on 20 new words for that page. Together, we will exploring their meanings, learning how to use them in a sentence, and even do some simple exercise to understand the page better. To make it easy for you, I will provide a PDF version of the book in the description box below. This steps by steps approach helping me a lot, and I am confident it will help you too. So let's start this journey together and make learning English an enjoyable experience. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me every day for a new lesson. Today I will exploring with you page 18. Reading and explanation. Your guide to mastering English. 20 vocabulary words. Anxious, delight, excitement, ruin, mysterious, grand, lonely, suppose, awkward, dreadful, archways, tumble down, jack downs, gulls, rouse, rock, pretend, sure, low, proud. Isn't it nice to have a dog with us? Said Aunt, anxious to make up for her mistake. I do so like him. Wolf, said Timothy in his deep voice and turned around to lick and air. I am sure he knew what I say, said Anne in delight. Of course he did, said George. He understands every single word. I say we're getting near to your island now, said Julian in excitement. It's bigger than I thought. And isn't the castle exciting? They drew near to the island, and the children saw that there were sharp rocks all round about it. Unless anyone knew exactly the way to take, no boat or ship could possibly land on the shore of the rocky lesser island. In the very middle of it, on a low hill, rose the ruined castle. It had been built of a big white stones, broken archways, tumbled down towers, ruined walls that were all that was left of a once beautiful castle, proud and strong. Now the jackdaws nested it and the gulls sat on the topmost stones. It looks awfully mysterious, said Julian. How I'd love to land there and have a look at the castle. Wouldn't it be fun to spend a night or two here? George stopped rowing. Her face lighted up. I say, she said in delight. Do you know, I never thought how lovely that would be to spend a night on my island, to be there all alone, the four of us, to get our own meals and pretend we really lived there. Wouldn't it be great? Yes, rather, said Dick, looking lonely at the island. Do you think? Do you suppose your mother led us? I don't know, said George. She might. You could ask her. Can't we land there this afternoon? Asked Julian. No, Not if you want to see the wreck, said George. We've got to get back for tea today, and it will take all the time to row round to the other side of Kieran Island and back. Well, I'd like to see the wreck, said Julian, torn between the island and the wreck. Here, let me take the oars for a bit, George. You can't do all the rowing. I can, said George, but I'd quite enjoy lying back in the boat for a change. Look, I'll just take you by this rocky bit and you can take the oars till we come to another awkward piece. Honestly, the rocks around this bay are simply dreadful. The explanation of the 20 important words from the text. Anxious, feeling worried or nervous. Delight, great pleasure or happiness. Excitement, a feeling of enthusiasm and eagerness. Ruined, destroyed or in state of decay. Mysterious, difficult to understand or explain, full of mystery. Grand, impressive or wonderful. Lonely, with a strong desire or wish. Suppose, to assume or believe something to be true. Awkward, difficult to handle or manage. Dreadful, very bad or unpleasant. Archways, structures forming a curved or pointed top over an entrance. Tumble down, in a state of disrepair or collapse. Jackdaws, a type of bird similar to crows. Gulls, seabirds, often found near the coast. Row, to propel a boat using oars. Wreck, the remains of a ship that has been destroyed. Pretend, to act as if something is true when it is not. Shore, the land along the edge of the sea or lake. Low, not high or tall, close to the ground. Proud, feeling deep pleasure or satisfaction. Opposites, antonyms of the 20 words. Anxious, calm, delight, disappointment, excitement, boredom, ruined, restaurant. Mysterious, obvious, ground, ordinary, lonely, indifferently. Suppose, no, awkward, graceful, dreadful, wonderful. Archways, flat walls. Tumble down, sturdy. Jackdaws, no, directly opposite. Row, growth, no, directly opposite. Row, drive, rock, intact ship. Pretend, be genuine. Shore, sea. Low, high. Proud, ashamed. 8 comprehension question based on the text, each with 4 answer options to help you understand the story better. Why was Anne anxious at the beginning of the text? She was scared of the dog. She wanted to make up for her mistake. She didn't like the island. She was tired of ruin. The answer of this question in the text isn't nice to have a dog with us, said Aunt, anxious to make up for her mistakes. Yes, is the answer B. She wanted to make up for her mistakes. What did Timothy do to show he understood Anne? He barked loudly. He licked Anne's ear. He jumped into the water. He wagged his tail. The answer of this question number two, Wolf, said Timothy in his deep voice and turned around to lick Ant's ear. Yes, is the answer. He licked Ant's ear. What did Julian find exciting about the island? The sharp rocks around it, the ruined castle in the middle, the jackdaws and gulls, the boat ride. Unless anyone know exactly the way to take, no bottom or ship could possibly land on the shores of the rocky little island in the very middle of it. Yes, is the answer. The round castle is in the middle. The rocky castle in the middle. Now, answer the question 4. Why couldn't a boat easily land on the island? The water was too deep. There were sharp rocks all around it. The castle blocked the way. The island was too small. The answer of the question in the text, no bottom or ship could possibly land on the shores of the rocky little island. Yes, is the answer. They were sharp rocks all around it. What did George suggest they could do on the island? Build a new castle, spend a night or two there, catch fish for dinner, explore the wreck. It looked awful mysterious, said Julian. How I'd love to land there and have a look at the castle. Wouldn't it be funny to spend a night or two here? Yes, is the answer. Spend a night or two here. Why couldn't they land on the island that afternoon? They were too tired. They had to get back for tea. The weather was bad. George didn't want to. The answer in the text, no, not if you want to see the rock, said George. We've got to get back for tea today. Yes, is the answer. They had to get back for tea. What did Julian offer to do while rowing? Take the oars for a bait. Sing a song to pass the time. Tell a story about the island. Feed Timothy. I'd like to see the rock, said Julian. Turn between the island and the rock. Here, let me take the oars for a bit. Yes, is the answer. Take the oars for a bit, is the answer. How did George describe the rocks around the bay? Beautiful and smooth, dreadful and awkward, easy to navigate, covered in seaweed. The answer of this question in the text, the rocks around the bay are simply dreadful, is the answer. Dreadful and awkward. Now, to better understand and memorize the 20 words we shared today, I've provided a series of exercises for you to follow. You found the PDF in the description box below. Find in the blankets and the answer conversation you can practice in to improve your English, and you can practice in this exercise with yourself and write exercise and crossword. Goodbye and see you in another video.
Subscribe now.